All right, today we're working on making the perfect system again. So we've installed Debian, we've done some basic configuration. There's still some other aspects of this I really want to change. Now, some people will look at this and go, what is going on exactly with all this? It's an incomplete system on the configuration front, but really what my mind is thinking when we're making this distribution is kind of picking and choosing the most stable things that won't change, and then making configuration much easier for everyone, and taking that really simple approach to where you just need to install Debian server minimal, and then just running one script and then having everything work, and then taking kind of a line from one thing I liked about NixOS, which was the configuration, and then pulling that in and doing like an auto start script. So there's three parts of today's stream we're going to be really focusing on. One, getting auto start, which you can see an error right here for LX Toolkit that we're going to fix. And then the second part of today's stream that we're going to work on is obviously some of the aesthetics. You know, obviously something other than a black background would be nice. And then probably the third part is just fixing a few things on the front end, like maybe Grub bootloader needs a little more theming, and kind of just make it that good aesthetic. So let's explore that a little bit more. That's kind of the thought process behind everything here. A lot of people think that, hey, you can break this type of setup, which, you know, I'm infamous for finding ways to break it. But I would say this much: the more I remove out of an environment, or the more stuff you remove out of your environment, packages and those types of things and the like, the less chance of you have of breaking it. And that's true in any kind of operating system, any type of system you do. The more crap you put in it, the more chances there is for stuff to break. And this is so damn minimal. It is literally just a Linux install with DWM, which frankly, it doesn't even matter if the package manager blows up. We compile DWM. So as long as we can compile it, we're good. And that kind of makes it bulletproof, in my opinion. So we'll see if we can get it to the point. I would like that auto start script and some other aspects of this configuration more noob friendly, which is something we're also going to work towards, but that's going to take several streams. We're going to work a little bit on that this stream, but I would love it to be something you just run a script. Everybody can run a script. Boom, it installs all the dependencies, everything's set, and then you just really are editing one file to configure your system, whether it's resolution, whether it's fixing some other stuff. So kind of taking that NixOS approach to DWM. There's obviously some things we can't necessarily fix in that regard, but between an auto start script and an install script, we should be able to get a really good balance of just pure awesomeness. So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts behind everything in today's stream. That'll be good. The fix for Grub bootloader, remove it. I would say with Grub bootloader, I like the themes. Like this system D kind of is nice when you don't have any other operating systems, but having a beautiful boot screen that sits there and you choose between Windows and Linux is something that I've grown accustomed to really enjoying. Maybe we make our own Grub boot theme here in the future, or maybe even on this stream. We'll see how ambitious I get. Yeah, should be fun though, regardless. Let's get it. All right, let's start with our auto start script, because right now I'm getting that error on startup, and that is that LX Toolkit error, which means if we go like gparted, it's just gonna like fail. So do I have gparted installed? Oh, I don't even have it installed. Let's install gparted. It's like my favorite way of testing escalating programs. Oh, it's already installed. Well, gparted? Huh. That's a interesting thing. It's not seeing it in my little menu. Interesting bug. Because it's not elevating. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. Not a bug. It's a feature. All right. So first thing is probably the auto start script. Let's get that going. So let's just jump over to our DWM And we're going to grab, let's do an ls of our patches. What patches are we rocking? Nothing too crazy here, but I'm going to go ahead and throw an auto start patch in. So, oh, and also I need to fix Brave launcher because if we look at our config.h, let's go Brave. Yeah, this is actually Debian is not Brave. It's actually Brave browser like that. So let's recompile our hotkey for it. And oh yeah, we got to install games too. I'm going to look at the game setup because installing some of the dependencies something we need to work on to get that all in line as well. Okay. So let's go DWM patches. We're just going to grab the auto start patch. There's some really cool stuff with auto start here and kind of why I want to use this. I'll show you here in a second. What was the... Okay. And I think that should be good. Let's just wget that. And then let's just try a patch P1 and put in DWM auto start. Everything failed except for one hunk. Pretty good. No configuration changes here. I did see an auto start that did modify the configuration change, but that's okay. This will be an easy fix. Let's take a look at our rejected. DWM.c rejects. And we are just missing 4 lines in the XError start subroutine. So let's just take a look here at that. Is that dw.c? So let's go error start subroutine. No, that's not it. Error start static int. Okay. That looks like it. So this is just extra variables that are getting declared right here, which we could change this because right now it wants it in .local share. Nah, I think we'll leave it. We could also set that as a configuration and modify this a little bit for the patch, but for now we'll just toss it in here. I do want to put that there. Actually, let's just grab these 2 lines. So we're going to put these guys in. All right, there's our auto starts there. And then we're just going to grab these 2. One thing about Batcat I'm seeing that I don't like is the extra line numbers. Oh, that's okay. It's not going to be the end of the world. So let's put these in. I could just delete till plus. Bam. And that makes it to where we can change some of those auto starts too. If we want to change the location of where this is, .local share, I'm okay with. And then it's just looking for an autostart.sh in .local share. It's nice. And if you do the block sh script, you could put there as well. But we're just going to do auto start. So that should do that with the rejections. And now let's just do a make. You can see nothing wrong there. And now we are fully patched and we've extended this. So coming back into here, you can see we already have an auto start script. Let's move that into auto start, move it into .local share. And then if we go into .local share, do a listing, you can see our auto start script right here. Now, I think it was autostart.sh, looking at that rejection from the past, but that should do it. All right. Yeah. Let's just jump to DWM cat that dwm.c rejection again. Yeah, you can see the file name is autostart.sh. So if we vim, or actually let's just move Autostart to Autostart.sh. That should be good. One other thing I kind of want to look at too, which synergy. All right, let's do another one here. USR bin synergy. We'll auto start our synergy service as well, because I use synergy to go between my stream PC and the main PC here. Now, I know a lot of people are asking, why wouldn't you just use xprofile or xinit or .profile? Right now, how we're utilizing an auto start script with status was our light DM on display manager. So when the display manager would start up, which is your login screen, it would go ahead and initiate a display script as well. Let's kind of show you that, because we need to remove it since we're going to change the way this works. Why I'm doing it this way is I want it contained all in the home folder. So then let's say I wipe out this system or move to something else and I go to compile my DWM. I'm not having to configure something else. It's just all in my .local share and I don't have to worry about it. So I kind of like that. Less of a system configuration, more on the user configuration. So you can see that's what I was doing for the display setup script, but I just don't like that way, where I really want these scripts to run as the last thing. And since it's DWM startup, DWM has to be started already. It's just a silver bullet way to make sure things don't go wrong. And then anything we want started will start up after system processes. So that's why I'm modifying this way. So we're getting rid of the light DM way and moving on. Let's give it a reboot and see if the auto start now is behaving properly. We should see this up here, which is running the status command. And then we should see our synergy icon in the top right. And our auto start will be done as well. One other aspect. So when we do reboot, this usually works on every other distribution. Fedora, Arch, all those. In Debian, you have to do like a sudo reboot or a system CTL reboot, I think also works. So we could change that and recompile DWM as well. So that's a problem. Our auto start script did not work when we launched it. Unfortunate. And if we do gparted, is that a bug? Mosquito? Damn it. I hate Texas mosquitoes. They will leave welts on you. Got it. I don't know what that was. All right. So let's figure out why our auto start script is failing. Let's just jump to share. Do we have... It is executable on autostart.sh. That's good. So for auto start, we need to... How do we troubleshoot it? That's a good question. Let's just jump over to DWM. So that was there. Autostart.sh and .local share. DWM. I see. Let's jump back to share. Make directory DWM. Move Autostart to DWM. So if we go to DWM, we do a listing, you can see the auto start there. So it was how this was put in. I totally see where and why it was done that method. Interesting. Okay, that also works. I almost want to change that though and put it all in my DWM-Titus. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to change this. Local share, we're going to just do that as home. Or actually, I think we'll just leave local share blank. And then for the DWM directory, we switch that to DWM Titus. So look over here. We already have this scripts, our status scripts in there. I think we'd put the auto start in there. That just makes more sense to me. And then we're going to just change those variables around and then recompile DWM. So we'll take our home.local share DWM, and then from DWM auto start, we're going to move that into scripts, right? Like this. We'll do a listing of scripts. We have it over here. We'll remove that old directory .local share DWM. And then let's clear this, and we're going to vim into our dwm.c again. Come down to autostart script. So that's fine, but we're going to do scripts, dwm scripts, and then delete that. So it should technically, for the local share, reference the home directory, I believe. Let's look at what other declarations are here. Okay. If XDG data home is set or not empty, use XDG DWM, otherwise local DWM as the autostart script directory. So this might cause some issues for us. Let's think about how we're going to change this directory. I think this will work. We'll just leave it as this method, and then this will be DWM Titus scripts. And then if we go pwd, you can see, oh, that's GitHub DWM Titus scripts. 1 second. And if we look here, oh man, that's a bit convoluted. That's not great for replication. So when other people use this, it's not the worst thing in the world. We might come back and change this. Let's make that. Make install. Okay. Let's give it a reboot. Oh, one other thing on this we need to change before I forget. Let's go to reboot, system CTL reboot, and system CTL shutdown now. That should fix that. And then let's just do a sudo make install. And now we should be able to, we'll just go sudo reboot. Or the proper way of rebooting would be systemctl reboot. Yeah, that's a lot of static variables. I agree. Not the way we're gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna think about how to compile maybe a configuration script or something like that for future. So definitely not the way we're gonna leave it. I just want to make sure all this works properly. And look at that, perfect. So now if we do like gparted or gparted, well, what's another program that can elevate? For some odd reason, sudo. What if we just do like, did we install that as root or something? That's strange. Yeah, so right now LightDM is just pushing into the DWM session. That's another thing that we need to look at is our sessions. So if we go to log out, you'll notice that it'll just say XSession. Just to illustrate that real fast, let's just kill Titus. So right here, you can see on LightDM, there's default XSession twice, which I can't remember which one is. I think that's a labeling issue. No, that is not a labeling issue. That is legit. Let's try the top one. Is that top one DWM maybe? Yeah, the top one's DWM. Interesting. So that's a labeling issue, and that's my bad. Let's fix that real fast. So if you need to add an extra session, like this is DWM, but let's say you want to add KDE or something, and then somehow it just got wiped out. I want to say it was share, USR share XSessions. And then we look, you can see WM desktop and LightDM. Type XSession, name default X. What the? What is wrong with me? Why would I do that? DWM. Do I have sudo? Right. Oops. DWM. There we go. Yeah, load file. All right, that's fine. Let's cat DWM just to make sure. Okay, good. So now when we log out, let's say we do a log out. That should now say DWM, so we're not confused. When I made the XSession, I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, now we'll actually log in, and it says DWM, not default XSession. We could actually probably delete the XSession. Okay. So I'm satisfied with our DWM configuration, our auto startup. Let's see, what do we want to tackle next? Probably the background. Fe or nitrogen, I think, is what we're in order. Let's see if our Brave auto logs. Yeah, Brave auto launches again now. Let's see. All right, chat. What background? Manager, Fe, or nitrogen? Let's see what everybody says. I'm curious. And let's see how Chatterino is. Do we have Chatterino installed? That's another fix we need to do. XDG or Nix. I keep saying that every stream. I think the last 2 streams, and I still haven't done it. All right, well, I'll work on that. Ooh, Faye is winning by a landslide. I'd probably do Faye. Sure. I'm going to vote for it. Please clear our doubts. Is Rocky the perfect system? I think your perfect system is the one that works for you. But yes, Rocky is a very stable system. It's even more stable than Debian. So yes, Rocky can be the perfect system for stability, because not much ever changes in it. But it is missing quite a few packages, so. Yeah, Fe or nitrogen is a command line way of setting your background. So when we go to here, you see the Debian background. Since we're logging directly in from LightDM and not actually logging in using LightDM, a lot of times the background is set to black. And we want to set it to something different using our auto startup script. That's why we would use Fe or nitrogen. I honestly don't care about either one. Like, both get the job done. I'm just like, what do you all like? And then whatever's the most popular will win out. And that's kind of how I choose a lot of things. Yeah, so if you need like a graphic assistant for like selecting things, nitrogen would be a better interface. There's also variety too. Like a variety is a really interesting one. If you really want like a GUI, like in your sys tray, and you want to select a lot of wallpapers, I would even go further and go with like a variety. It's just a lot heavier of a program, where Fe is like, hey, point it to what you want and then go. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I actually don't have any courses as of yet. I just haven't had any time to develop them. I need to. I just haven't. All right, it's Fe. All right, I gotta figure out. Do I have something in my trash? Like, I swear I got bugs in here or something. Oh well. It is a garage after all. It's gonna happen. So we're gonna go Fe. Do we already have Fe installed? We do. Nice. Probably what we're gonna do is a picture. Do we have pictures? Hey, we do. So if we go Fe BG. Oh man, I remember this picture. This is from old school. Oh, that's so cool. So we could do TLDR Fe. And you can, let's go BG center fill probably, or BG fill. I would say fill would probably be the way to go. So like a Fiji or Fe, fill, and then BG. So that would fill it. I almost feel like a scale's needed here though. So, ew, that's weird. You can do like a focus. You can do all kinds of stuff. Okay. So probably like a scale. Not unrecognized. Oh, maybe. Huh. Okay, that's scale. And Phil wasn't seen, which is odd. I wonder why Phil's not there. Let's just try the scaling of the background. We'll do Fay dash dash scale BG, and then we'll do an ampersand so it launches its own process. Oh, actually, I think I want to say there's something else we got to do. Can't remember. This is what you use, Fay. Okay, it's a good way of doing it right there. Or you could do Fay BG fill dash dash BG fill is what everybody's saying. So you would go Fay dash dash BG fill BG and then like an ampersand. So that would launch that, and then you get perfect. Okay. Thank you, chat. So this would be the line to do it. And we'll just toss that into our Autostart script. I think we can just go scripts, right? Vim Autostart. So then we just do our Fay BG fill, but we need an actual path to, is that pictures? BG. We could also do a randomize of that. So we could do like a randomize of pictures. So you get a little bit different each time. So something like randomize recursive, and then instead of a specific file, you tie that to like pictures. Actually, I don't like that. We'll do home pictures. I feel like we should probably do like a home pictures background or BGs. What would be more universal for everybody? Because I want to be able to give people this configuration and then them easily read it, and then just toss pictures in there, and then they know any picture in this folder will backgrounds. Yeah, I feel that's good. Or even better probably is like wallpapers. You could do like a hidden folder in your home folder. I feel like that's a better way. Just spitballing here, but I feel like that would be probably, but hiding the folders a little bit, that's going to confuse some new users. People be like, I don't know where the folder is. Yeah. Let's just delete that, pictures, and then backgrounds. I know it's a little wordy, a little bit more than I wanted, but I think that's fine. So the whole reason is just to make it a little bit more universal. So we'll make directory backgrounds, move BG into backgrounds. We could also grab the default store location of backgrounds, but again, new users aren't going to be able to find that very well. So I think we just edit our script for that. So let's go Debian Titus. Oh, whoa. All right. And actually, oh, I haven't done that one yet. Okay. Oh, it's Debian with a capital D. Ugh, man, why? Can I change that? I really hate caps. What if I do change it? Let's move. This is probably going to screw up everybody's scripts that they have of mine, but I don't care. It might be. Yeah. I think that might work. But we also have that submodule my bash. Let's remove that, I guess. But before we do, I was just making sure there's no symbolic links here. We're good. Make it caps, lowercase, every other letter. Yeah, that would be just like, ugh, terrible. It's just terrible. So we were removing some dot files, and then let's just change our install. When we're making these directories, let's do this one, backgrounds. And then we'll toss that bg.jpg into that folder probably. Which, if we look at it at install, yeah, something like that. Okay. Lazy G, update. Let's just remove cached my bash. Okay. So that's should be good, right? Did I not? I thought I did. Oh, I guess that's not adding. Might be something with how I'm committing that. I'll worry about that later. Get status. We're working clean, and we're good. So we got that. So when we look at our backgrounds, let's grab another background. So Debian 12 backgrounds, Debian 12 backgrounds. Oh, let's see. Desktop artwork. What'd they do for Debian 12? Anybody take a look? The Chosen Theme, Emerald by Juliet Taka. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like it. The Grub theme. It's not a bad. I think it's one of the better of most of them. What was the other ones that they were looking at running in here? Gold chocolate. I mean, I kind of dig that. I actually like that a little bit better. Look at that. Out of all of them, though, I think I like this gold theme the best. Man, that looks clean. I like it. Let's just save that image. Save that. Do we have GIMP installed? Well, I don't like all of them. I kind of want to just select a couple because I don't want too much variety. I'm kind of a creature of habit. So that's why. Let's go GIMP. I do like GIMP so much better on Linux than in Windows. Oh my gosh. It is just so much better on Linux. It takes forever on Windows to load. Drives me crazy. All right, let's just save that as JPEG, I guess. All right. And if we look at our downloads, we got our JPEG, our 1080p JPEG, and toss that in backgrounds, paste. Cool. So let's reboot a couple times just to see if that randomize does in fact work. Actually, we don't need to reboot. We could just do sudo pkill user Titus. And I think on startup, the auto startup script will run again. Yeah, it does. All right. So we've got our background set. We've got our auto start going. I guess we move on to Grub. That should be pretty good. Let's fix our XDG paths first. Because as you see, I want to open up Chatterino so I can interact with everybody in chat. And Chatterino is installed through Nix, which if we look at Nix here, we do have this. But when we go to like do Chatterino, oh, it does launch from, it launches from here, but when we go from here, Chatterino, it doesn't launch from Dmenu. And I want to say that's an XDG issue. Why fixing XDG is important is because if you do like Flatpaks or other package managers that aren't in the system, such as, up here, we got our Dmenu, or Flatpak would be another good example where if your XDG is off, it's looking for this default and then it's like, hey, that doesn't exist. So you got to fix it. So that's kind of important. And that's why we do things. All right. So let's fix that up. Probably the easiest way. XDG fix for Nix. All right, making Nix overlay for making programs XDG compliant. What's the best way to do this? Oh, well, this looks like for actual Nix OS. We don't want that. I want to say it was the XDG profile. So we do source that. No. Environmental variables. That's still using Nix OS. Yeah, I guess. Let's ask GPT, right? Oh, 1 second. I do need to set up a local instance of GPT. Oh, crap. Is it going to have me? Okay, we're good. Okay. Let's just say... Jeez, why are you blinding me, Chat GPT? New chat. Okay. What is up with this bright screen? All right. Uh, launch Nix environment programs from Dmenu. Not working. It should give me like an XDG path variable. Let's see. What's its solution? No, that's wrong. Okay. Can't we just use the XDG profile path and reference the Nix environment bin? What are you talking about? No, that's wrong. All right, maybe I'm not asking the right. Let me see. Let's try 4. Let's try XDG 4 or GPT 4. All right, let's go. Dmenu not showing programs installed with Nix environment. Okay, it does find the path variable, but the path variable shouldn't be modified that way. Okay, that's technically right. Okay, they're installed. I mean, that's a pretty hacky way of doing it. It's close. It's close. That's not an incorrect answer, but it's not the way I want to do it. Is global path. Can you modify XDG to incorporate the Nix bin path? Okay. Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to reference one of my old videos. I don't know how to have that spit out the correct answer. I just did it this other bit. Uh-huh. This light theme is killing me. We have to fix that. Okay. Alex appearance is already there. Fine. Can we just do Nordic, please? Ah, much better. Okay, great. Color icon theme. That's gross. Let's go papyrus, please. Mouse cursor theme. Odd wall. Ew. All right. Let's go with the Nord cursors. I kind of like the white. Let's do that. Font. All right, great. All right, that's better. We do need to set the X server cursor too, but let's keep working on XDG. I did it just a bit ago. I remember doing it. I even did it again on stream, and someone even linked me the stuff. Yeah, people concerned about AI taking things over. I guess if you're stupid, you should worry. If you have no skills or talents, then you should really worry. But if you have above a room temperature IQ, you'll be fine. If anything, it's going to augment your abilities. Because the thing is, people that blindly accept the answers from ChatGPT are going to look like complete morons. Because it just, there's things you're going to ask and it's just going to get confused. There's no way for it to differentiate right and wrong in every scenario. It's going to get to the point where it's like 90% right, but like this is a great example of me like going, hey, I kind of know what I want to ask. Like I'm like 100%, but I'm probably not asking it in the way I need to ask it. But if I knew how to ask it the correct way, then why the hell am I even asking it? I'd already know the answer. So it's those types of things that matter. Let's see. Ah, here it is. XDG data directory. That's what it was. All right. So I was going XDG data directories. What are we doing? Echo XDG data directories. That's actually nothing's on the XDG data directories. Shocking. Really? Man, I should have totally added that. You guys know why I do YouTube now, so I can just reference back when I run into problems. Ah, dang, I wish I kept that cat profile. Here it is. User local share, user share, Nix profile share. Okay. I like that. I don't know about this home.share. I think I'll omit that directory because I never do home.share for anything. And then It's referencing XDG data directories in this method. It should be fine. Don't you just install the XDG desktop portal package? Do we not? I guess that's something we should look at. XDG desktop. XDG desktop portal. Yeah, that's installed. And we installed the GTK version. And we also have XDG utils. So those are all installed. So technically, when we echo the data directories, technically that should do something, but it does not. Interesting. Let's just go export data directories equals, I should have done this myself, but I'm going to put it in the little top comment here. No one is going to know what the hell this video is, but whatever. It's going to help me. Because I can't remember where I grabbed this. It's probably like a Stack Overflow. It's too funny. Wait, what? No, that's wrong. Why would it be a home? That's stupid. We can do a USR share there. That's fine. We're not doing home USR local share. That's stupid. Yeah, the light theme's killing me too. Sorry. We're about to... Actually, we can probably fix that with appearance. Here, let's just comment this. And then I want to copy, pin. All right, cool. So now I can refer back to that. Anytime I want to fix my XDG data directories, I can just refer back to this really obscure YouTube video that nobody watched. Actually, 2,000 people watched it. They probably just didn't know what the hell I was watching. They're like, what is Titus up to now? All right. So now, if we just export that, that would be one way of doing it. I think we'll just put that in our Autostart script. I feel like that's not the place to put it, but I don't want to separate a bunch of files out. You could put this in etc environment. You could do a lot of things with it. But actually that does not look like it. Why? XDG data directories is blank though. Does that still not work? Yeah, that still doesn't necessarily work. Oh, that's missing something. Yeah, it should read. Let's go back. I think it pulls the browser theme here. Let's look. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it was a bug. Yeah. So now it's working. Well then. Yeah, the quotes in the second part. Let's empty. The problem I'm thinking is, why is this empty? There should be a default value in the XDG data directories, but there's not. And I've already installed the XDG desktop portal, which technically should put something in there. So it tells me that maybe I incorrectly did that. Yeah, Flatpak has one. Let's just reference that. So you could, is it possible setting an etc security pam environment.conf? Okay. Personal fix was to add a line in etc profile. So this one, the display manager omits the profile, which XDG, it shows where your cache is, your config, your data home, where applications are. All those things are kind of right here. So that's why it's so important to have things filled out here. But it's not. Let's just take a peek at this. Let's just cat that. So there's really nothing in this. This is all commented out. Really? Yeah, Pam's definitely overkill. I'm just trying to get the proper referencing here. Because if we don't have XDG and its path set up right, it's going to cause all kinds of issues down the road, whether you have Flatpaks or Nix programs that are installed. referencing them, we could always hard code the links, but man, that's just an awful, awful solution. I wouldn't even call that a solution. That's just a really nasty band-aid. So let's get back to ChatGPT. I think we're going to ask some more questions because I feel like I'm not asking the right question. How to set XDG data directories. Okay, that's technically right, but is it desktop portal? XDG desktop portals act as a middle layer between applications and desktop environment, allowing applications to request permissions and files. Okay, yeah. And XDG desktop portal doesn't need to be set to run or anything. I think that automatically would link in systemd, would it not? Okay. One thing I do like about ChatGPT is the explanation between this type of thing. It does a pretty good job, so you can learn some of the back ends where you have like a loose knowledge of it, but you kind of need it detailed out. I like that. Reading the whole XDG manual, that's true. Yeah, if you don't know where to start or the right question to ask, I think reading the manual would be the right way to go. Flatpak.org setup. All right, and then let's go Debian. Do we? I think we already have Flatpak installed. But I remember seeing a solution for Flatpak in here. So that installed the following packages. Okay. We're not running GNOME. Just wants to run this repo, which is fine. Okay. Note that the directories var, blah, 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 are not in your search path set by XDG data directories environment. So applications installed by Flatpak may not appear on your desktop until the session is restarted. Okay. Yeah. The idea is not just to, I was just looking at that, but yeah, I want to look at this documentation before we restart. Flatpak XDG utils. No, that's not exactly what I want. Yeah, let's look at our .config, user directories, DRRs. We can see all those are set up, except the XDG data directories are not yet. So I don't even know if this is referenced. Yeah, let's go ahead and I guess let's just test our restart real fast. I do like how fast it restarts. That is pretty slick. Probably do need to eventually go into the systemd timeout. Change that around. Yeah, the kernel is definitely there. I guess you could go Gen 2 if you want a faster boot time, but 5 seconds, I mean, it's better than Windows. It's a pretty low bar, but still. I like that specification. Okay. Look at that. Okay, so Flatpak did set XDG data vars already on reboot. That is the correct way of doing it. So now we just expand XDG data vars. I want to say we just do that. I really like that. So we have Nix going over here. I like that if statement Omar linked in chat as well. Let's pull it up. And I'm going to steal that. What do we got? Yeah. Get over. Yeah, there we go. Let's steal this guy. I like this for a variety of reasons. Now, this just sets the path. Not necessarily needed, but I like it. Because I like the syntax of it. I don't need it for Flatpak. I really don't use Flatpak very much. I do use it for like Discord, but that's about it. If we look at our bash RC and we go down to Nix, the Nix install, Nix, yeah. And what I'm going to do here is then we're just going to delete this. We're going to because we really don't need to add this line. I just like the idea of adding a little bit of a foolproof plan on our bash RC and expanding this out a little bit. If data home.nix profile, like that, and then let's just delete that. Then, ooh, I don't know if I can run it quite like that. We might need to break that apart. Probably need to specify that a little different. And if I look, let's just take this a little bit back, right? And then do something like that. Yes, I'm just adding this if directory nix nix profile etc profile d, like so. Yes. Actually, I think you need to do it like that. So then it just sees if the directory exists and then runs that for a Nix install. So anybody using my bash RC, it's not going to error out if they don't install Nix. But now we can actually expand this a little bit more in the XDG data directories. So we can source out that. So let's look at DWM Titus, CD scripts, I think vim Autostart. One thing I want to do here is specify our data directory a bit. For Nix, we could do if, oops, let's just take that again. Something like that, but I kind of like the idea because we really don't need this in here. It automatically added it when we did Flatpak. Might be good just to have, but regardless. I think what we'll do is look back on our YouTube comment. Oh my gosh, I am blind. Is there a dark theme, please? Okay, not blind anymore. Great. Now we'll just come back into our XDG. Yes. See me picking my nose. And then what I wanted to do here, set this guy. I don't think this is quite right on how this is specified. It's close, but not 100%. So then we'll just paste that guy in there like that. And then we definitely need to check to see if this is a thing. Paste that in. If home nix share, then it will specify that in the data directories, which should fix our Dmenu. We can source this again too. Okay. Yeah, maybe make a better environment.sh script would be better. I agree with that. Let's just see how this works on startup and see if it does fix our issue first. So let's just do a sudo pkill user Titus. So we'll go Titus. Oh, did that not? Oh, well, let's just reboot. Didn't relaunch my Autostart script. Or it did try to launch my Autostart script and it got stuck on that if statement. I'm thinking it's probably the latter on that one. Yeah, make sure we keep it respectful in chat there, guys. Don't be saying any slurs. I don't like banning people. But I will. So that Autostart definitely did not work. I guess I should have looked at that a little bit more. I think on the how it's specifying it that way. I don't think it liked the quotes. Yeah. Let's go to the scripts. Vim Autostart. Oh, well, it even tells me there's an error. If I set up my Vim properly, I would have noticed. Okay. I think honestly, the issue here is it's unable to set this value because there's no export. I feel like if you did that, it should be fine. So let's just source Autostart. So if you look, it says syntax error, operand expected, error token. is user share / okay. So let's just jump to scripts. Let's just do auto start. I think this is a bit convoluted here. I think we could just do right. I don't think we even need quotes either. Seems a bit much. Because if we look and we do like an echo XDG data directories, you can see it's already setting most of that. All we need to do is pull in that. So when we look at our auto start here, this seems more its speed of actually how it should be referenced. The $home, if somebody did spaces, might cause issues. Maybe. Technically, you would probably quote this, would be the better way of doing it. But same for down here with the home. It even kind of tells you, it's like, hey, I don't know about this. It's a little bit of a warning. But I think that should fix it. So if you source auto start again, yeah, no errors this time. So then if we go reboot, it should be fine. Okay, that looks a lot better now. So we have that, we have the source, we have everything. And if we go into here, do we have Chatterino? Whole point of that was to do Chatterino through Dmenu, but nope. Not having it. Probably need to compile Dmenu ourselves. Maybe Dmenu is not referencing XDG data directories. Let's echo XDG data directories and make sure it's actually pulling in Nix, and it is not. So on our auto start script, it does not do it properly. Really? If directory home. Yeah, we could do this in the bash RC, but that would require us to launch into terminal. What we want is referencing this in Dmenu, which means we wouldn't launch terminal, therefore .bash RC wouldn't get run, and XDG data directories would not get set. Other spots we could specify this is directly into the etc environment. That would work. No export needed. You just go XDG data directories directly in and you'd be fine. But that didn't work. Dmenu is using terminal to start apps. I did not know that. So that would work then. The question I have though on this auto start, why doesn't it see this? Like, that obviously is a directory, is it not? So like, if you pull this up, you go CD, obviously this is here, right? CD share. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no. Yeah, that works. Yeah. That's exactly what we need. It's just not setting that directory here. Yeah, we could put it next profile. The whole idea was just try and kind of get as much into our auto start as possible. And I'm trying to think of ways of putting and adjusting our auto start. Because I want most of our configuration to be right here, and then all we have is our DWM Titus. So then everything's kind of in a consolidated spot. So I'm not having, when I run my script, it's not like going through the system and it's setting like 30 different things. Thinking really fast. I really want to fix this though. I mean, I guess we could just modify XT. Nah, I don't like that. How does Flatpak do it, I wonder? Flatpak seems to do it pretty darn well. If we cat like etc environment, it's not there. Let's do a listing of etc environment.d. You have qtally.conf. I wonder what that is. What if, I mean, not exactly what I wanted to do here. Ah, darn it. I don't want to make a bunch of if statements in a bash file and then reference that. We could do our own .conf and environment.d and just specify the variable there. That technically would be right, but maybe not proper. Yeah, no, Qt is not the problem. I'm just looking at how Qt was setting environmental variables. So what my thought process here is to create like a new .conf file and then set the variable there for Nix, the Nix profile. So it'd reference that XDG data directory. And I guess I'll showcase this real fast. It's not the right way of doing it. But for those that don't understand kind of what I'm looking at here, it might help. Anytime you have an environmental variable, you could just specify it in etc environment itself, or probably the proper way would be adding your own .conf file into a .d directory, environment.d. So if we cat our Autostart, you can see what we're doing here. You can actually specify and do variables like this. And if we do like sudo vim environment mints.d, and we do like 91 xdg.com, and we just toss that into here, which we didn't get everything. So xdg data directories, save that out. And what this does is it would reference that. And then when we do like an XDG data directory like this, XDG data directory, you'd see it would add that Nix profile. So as an example, we'll reboot and then it will fix it. It's just not the way I wanted to fix it. So I want to find a different solution. Maybe we circle back around. Let's make sure that this actually fixes the issue, but I want to specify that system environment variable in a different method. And then maybe we look up how Flatpak does it, because Flatpak does it pretty damn well. And that way it would be everywhere too. So when we look at it, you should see, shit, it's not even there. Okay, so that didn't even work. Really? Can I even, let's just export this. Let's see. Does this give an error? No, that fixes it. And Chatterino. So strange. All right. So that didn't fix anything. Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna just try and do it in bash RC. I don't think that's where I should do it, but if we look, we come down to that. I mean, technically that would work. Just kind of want to put it somewhere else is all. Yeah, it's there. This doesn't get fixed. Does this spawn a new Dmenu? Nah, still didn't pull in my Nix. Dude, I don't know why. And maybe it's because I don't know Dmenu that well, or maybe I should just give up on not using like Debian's version of Dmenu and compile it myself with some of the options. Oh, actually, why did I pull in all those? Actually, it was just Nix environment-q. Because I only have Chatterino on Nix. Or maybe I just use Flatpak and just say screw it. I just don't like any of those solutions. I like having all of the solutions at my fingertips. Maybe Dmenu is not referencing that, which is probably the case. So that means I'd have to create a special version of my version of Dmenu to reference the, or I just say screw it and use Rofi. I think we're going to say screw it and use Rofi. But then that's another program I have to install. It's not really that big a deal because I don't really like Dmenu that much. Fine. We're changing things up. Instead of doing Dmenu like this, we're going to use a Rofi pop out. Okay. Rofi's already installed. 1.73. New enough. At least it's not like 1.5 like it was in the last version. It's ungodly old. I do need to fix my preferences there too. Oh, that's not it. We're going to just go back through our old file. We're going to mount this. Let's look for Rofi. I do want to reference it. Is that not there? Oh, never mind. I moved that into my current home folder. All right, cool. So if Rofi's already here, it should already have all my configurations. And it does. So let's go. How was I referencing that? Oh, actually, I think I was referencing it in SX. KD. Let's vim that. I was just doing a Rofi drun. Okay, cool. So we're going to yank this and then come over to our config. And then we're going to change some stuff. Let's just go probably like that. Oh, nope. It's gonna make sense here in a second. Just give me a minute. So we're just modifying the way my DWM works real quick. We're gonna just do that. Close that. Yes, whatever. This will look really cool. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. It's this should fix everything. You're gonna look and go, wow, it's a lot different from Dmenu, but in the end, it should be pretty darn good. So we got that. Then we go right here, Chatterino. Still didn't show anything. Son of a biscuit eater, man. Huh. Yeah. I like it. So close, but why isn't my Rofi referencing it? I feel like there's a bigger problem here. Let's install it through Flatpak, I guess, and just see if it still references it properly. Because I know my XDG will be set up properly if Flatpak works as well. And let's just echo XDG data directories. You can see everything's correct with Flatpak, and Nix is being referenced. So it should be there. Annoying. There's always a little issue like that that just drives me up a wall. Just trying to think of what else it could be. All right, let's go Flatpak. And another issue that's happening, I don't know why it's happening. I'm on dark mode, but then like the dark modes are not getting applied properly. And it's like this GTK thing that is, I feel like there's a setting. Oh, I know what it is. Ah, I'm such an idiot. It's config, the config folder and the cache folder. These are set to Titus, but this was actually done in a prior distribution. chown Titus :.config. And let's do that recursively. chown Titus :.cache recursive. So that'll give me complete ownership of that, and that should fix our issues there. That might even fix what's going on with like some of my issues I'm having. But let's just install this like here. What happens if does the install button work? I don't. Oh well, no. Yeah, still a work in progress there. But that's okay. Let's try to install. We'll do the stable installer. Do you want to install it? Yes. So the true test here is after this installs, when we go to pull up our run command using Rofi. I do like Rofi better than Dmenu. Dmenu just looks kind of ugly. Well, it's real basic. That's kind of the point of Dmenu. I do miss my Rofi. I like having the icons. It's a small thing, I know, but I'm going to just do that. And then see if it pulls in Chatterino this method. So, yeah, there it is. There it be. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, sweet. 1 second. Just going to add my stuff in here. Log in with Twitch. Copy. Paste. All right. So much better. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I should just stop using Nix Package Manager when I'm not on Nix. I know, a novel thought. You know me, I like breaking things though. All right. And let me make sure I don't have anything else up. Okay, we should be good. Okay, so that's pretty good. We now have a different start menu. Switch that up to Rofi from Dmenu. We fixed the Autostart script, so that works properly. Nix Package Manager, I'm still not 100% sold. Maybe I remove that from my Bash RC. We do have Synergy and everything else auto-launching. We still have a bunch of other configurations I kind of want to do to this system to make it perfect. And then we'll document more. Need to do a virtualized environment. Need to do some other stuff too. Yeah. Well, this is the Nix Package Manager, not the Nix environment. Yeah, so this is a completely different thing. So Nix OS is gone. We're on Debian now. I just wanted to use like some of the Nix package because you can use Nix Package Manager on different distributions because there's a lot of packages in it. Makes it a little easier. It's like using the Arch AUR except everywhere kind of thing. That's kind of what Nix Packages does. However, I guess you could say it could get you in the same problems as the AUR if there's old packages or whatnot, even though it's its own environment. I still like the Nix Package Manager. It's just I'm missing something there. For whatever reason, it just would not reference the applications that were installed through Nix. So kind of wild. Kind of wild. Note to self, don't use Nix Package Manager for Debian. I think you can. I don't think I set it up right. I think there's just a different way of setting it up. Obviously, it's not the most intuitive thing, but I'm sure there's a better way of doing it. I feel like if we reference that applications folder through the XDG desktop portal and set it up properly when we go into here, it would populate all our Nix packages that get installed, and the system wouldn't know the difference between apt and Nix packages for the most part. But that didn't happen today. You saw me beat my head against the wall for about 30 minutes trying to fix that, and I could not. So I was like, you know. But I like Nix. And I like the Nix Package Manager. It's just how it references things. It's a different way of understanding. I think a lot of people are resilient to that change, and also integrating it tightly into a system's difficult, as we saw today. Oh, where did I find the place mouse patch? I think it was just like a random DWM config I found on GitHub. I don't know exactly where I found it though. I tried to find it again and I can't. I don't know what I did with it, Peter. Although it is in my DWM Titus on my GitHub, so you can copy it if you want it. But yeah, that's where I got. I have a question. If I buy or pay for your site, will I get full streams here on Twitch? No, TJ, that the Twitch subs are the only way to get the full VODs here on Twitch. I wish I could just tie those in. That'd be great. But yeah, Twitch has most of their stuff on lock. I wouldn't send a beginner to Debian. Yeah, that's probably right. The first distro probably should be Linux, man. I agree with that. Curious and thoughts on Instant OS. I don't know it. I don't know Instant OS. I know like Vanilla OS, a lot of people were asking me to look at, and I was just like, it looks kind of gross to me. And then there's been a couple others that people have done. I find that a lot of people follow the Linux experiment. Nick over there does a pretty good job with a lot of the Linux content. And I find when he makes a video about something, people ask me a lot about that specific operating system, which is kind of funny. When I did the Nix video, he released the Nixo video the same day. So it was him and then me with Nix videos, which is hilarious because NixOS didn't contact anybody. They're not paying anybody to do any of those videos. It just was a wild coincidence that we both released a NixOS video on the exact same day within an hour of each other. Wild. I was blown away. I was laughing my butt off. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to shut her down for the day. This was great. I think we got quite a bit done today. A lot of the things I wanted to do, I guess maybe Grub Customizer is one other thing that I wanted to get done. We'll probably push till the next stream. Probably some other things, virtualization, we probably need to tackle again and do that in here. We did change the Dmenu to Rofi. I like that change just because Rofi looks a little bit cleaner. Although Dmenu, yeah, I might bounce back and forth between the two. I might look at Dmenu modifications. We'll see. I'm kind of up in the air on that change. And then obviously messing around with XDG a bunch in this stream, going, okay, come on, reference these application folders properly was kind of a headache, but every stream has something where you get kind of hung up on stuff like that. But with that, I'm out of here, guys. Y'all have a great one. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. We'll get going. I have switched the times to about 1 p.m. Central Standard Time starting just because that works a little bit better. I've tried to edit all these live streams, upload them to Titus Tech Talk before I start my next stream. So that's why I've kind of given myself a little bit on the front end, because a lot of times if it's a 3-hour long stream, it'll take me 5 hours to edit it. And that I just wanted to make sure I timestamp it properly and just kind of get it out. It's rough cuts of the live stream, still a lot, but I find it should be pretty good with a lot of the timestamps, so then you can reference any part of these streams back over on Titus Tech Top. So, all right, y'all, take it easy.